Jennifer Lopez. Ben Affleck originally wanted to have a huge wedding but realized how taxing it was. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck shocked the entire world when they announced that they already tied the knot. After all, multiple tabloids claimed that the couple was going to have a huge wedding packed with hundreds of guests. However, the A-listers ended up marrying in Las Vegas with just their closest relatives in tow. In its August 1st issue, Us Weekly claimed that Lopez and Affleck really wanted to have a huge wedding. But they decided to wed in Las Vegas instead after realizing how taxing planning an entire event really was. The wedding planning process felt like it was getting in the way of what Jennifer and Ben really wanted, which was to be married. They'd talked about eloping for a while, and it just felt right. They've both had bigger weddings before, so pageantry wasn't important. Everyone is so happy for them, the source said. The source claimed that Lopez and Affleck were committed to having a normal wedding. In fact, they almost missed their slot because they arrived at the venue a bit later. They were also in line with 4 other couples who were also about to tie the knot. And the normalcy of the situation made Lopez and Affleck very happy. It was a humble, magical experience. Jennifer says it was better than a fairy tale, the source said. As for Affleck, the source said that the actor wasn't also interested in having a huge wedding. After all, he has been married before. Ben's grown up an awful lot in the 18 years since they first split. He doesn't have that same need to show off or do things on such a huge scale anymore, and that's helped to balance Jennifer out in that regard too. She gets a lot more pleasure out of the simple, smaller things than she used to, the source said. The insider also claimed that there was one person who was shocked at the news of Lopez and Affleck to show off or do things on such a huge scale anymore, and that's helped to balance Jennifer out in that regard too. She gets a lot more pleasure out of the simple, smaller things than she used to, the source said. The insider also claimed that there was one person who was shocked at the news of Lopez and Affleck tying the knot, and it was the latter's ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. Even though Lopez acknowledged on the JLA that she and Affleck now have 5 children in their blended family, the source claimed that Garner is still in shock. After all, she and Lopez are very different. And they are also very different when it comes to raising their respective children.